Tony. Hello everyone, I'm John MUNSLOW of Local Government Technical Advisors Group, and I'm going to tell you about the need to meet the challenges of our future and how MUN is working to bring reliable, low carbon and cost-effective products and systems to you as asset owners and maintainers and managers. So our transport infrastructure, be it airports, ports or roads, is facing increasing physical impacts from the weather. I'm sure you're all familiar with that. And this past winter saw 29% more rainfall than average. Our summers are getting warmer, increasing the heat surfaces and materials have to deal with. We're also seeing increasing rainstorms. So we need to do two things right now if we're to avoid future costs and difficulties in managing our infrastructure. One of those is to adopt low carbon maintenance solutions and methods. And the second is to change our maintenance strategies, and that's to meet the demands of the changing weather. We have a new government which brings a different focus for our roads. The government has pledged to fix 1 million potholes, refocus road building and maintenance to support the economy, reset Vision Zero with new road safety targets, and also commit to the National Walking and Cycling Strategy. We're yet to see what happens with regard to money for all transport sectors, but we're likely to see continuing pressure on revenue funding for roads and similar need in ports and airports to reduce OPEX. And materials and energy prices are unlikely to go down, they are just going to continue to rise. Whilst there may be additional highway maintenance funding as a result of the government spending review, in my view, whilst any increase will help, it's not going to be enough to properly tackle the needs of our roads for maintenance, or I suspect provide any significant change for anyone here. And our roads, and I'm sure elements of our port and airport infrastructure, are ageing, with increasing maintenance need and reducing resilience against weather and wear and tear. But there's some better news, and that's that technology advances in one sector, be it in materials or systems or kit, are now more applicable and more easily transferable to another area and another sector, which helps us all advance what we do quicker. So, mention carbon, but safety's paramount for us all here, and operative safety especially across all our industries, enabling a good job to be done without risk to our workforces, making sure road users are guided through good road markings in any weather, and airport safe zones are clearly defined to avoid accidents. Any disruption causing delay is costly in pound notes, but now more importantly it costs us all in carbon. Whilst engines idle or traffic is diverted or planes are delayed, that all adds in carbon that we could avoid across our industries. Delays in opening routes at airports and docks have a high cost and significant impact for your clients and their customers. Now, National Highways has a primary key performance indicators of killed and seriously injured, so safety is their key performance indicator. And local highway authorities all have road safety and Vision Zero as their key performance targets. And as we move towards autonomous and connected vehicles and increasing walking and cycling, we need to make sure roads and routes and pathways are safe to use by wider ranges and increasing numbers of users. And safety is key for ports and airports, for moving freight or people, and across any form of mass transit. People and things need to be guided to move around each other safely. Thinking of safety, our customers and users also want to feel safe. They want to perceive that they are safe. So good quality servicings, good quality patch repairs, and also good quality line markings go a long way to providing that which is then reflected in the customer or the public's perception of you and your business. Or if you're a highway authority, your National Highways and Transportation Public Satisfaction Score. The NHT, National Highways and Transportation Survey, the data there shows that one of the biggest drivers of public satisfaction of roads is the condition and quality of repairs to unclassified roads. Now they're the roads most of us live on, the estate roads, the side roads. And so good lines and good pothole repairs on those sorts of roads, that makes a real difference to how the public rate you, rate me, and rate the services they're getting from their councils with regard to highways. And we must, as an industry, drive out avoidable carbon from our infrastructure assets. The sooner we achieve even what seems like small steps, the more confidence we can have that the assets can be managed and sustained affordably without risking further change in our climate. There are two key areas for us all here: adaptation, changing what we do, how we do it, and what we use. With increasing rain and storm events, the need for some assets to be in good condition is becoming more of a priority, particularly road markings. And for road markings, another driver is the ageing population, who, as I'm now personally finding out, do need clearer road markings to help when driving and travelling, especially at night and in poor weather. And the second key area is resilience. Repairs, particularly services, need to go in and last, be they pothole patches, utility reinstatements or major surfacings. They need to be resistant in different ways than we needed them to in the past, different to even just a short time, such as 5 years ago. And with more and more potholes being reported on public road networks, the speed of response and low or no disruption is a key driver for that public satisfaction. And innovation is key to achieving that resilience and adapting to our changing climate. 1 metre of low carbon line or a patch of low carbon permafix or any repair lasting another year might seem insignificant when looked at individually. But scaled up to your network length or size of a port or an airport, or all the reinstatements you do as a utility, they are a significant contributor to decarbonisation of the assets you own and manage. And looking at line markings, safety across our sector is key. Safety of our customers and users, as well as that of our operatives. And the modern innovative materials you're seeing today, and those materials that some of us here have all used already, deliver both those things. And carbon, I'm not sorry I keep raising it, but that's because it's so important for our futures, to manage our assets, deliver our operations in the most carbon efficient way we can. And being carbon efficient, driving out avoidable carbon, is a key contributor to reducing your costs. Not today, not if you look at the cost of that tin of paint or the cost of a bucket of material. We need to think of it in the long term and at a network or whole site scale. If you look at the realities that MUN's innovations offer as a longer term investment in your infrastructure assets, you will be reducing your whole life costs. You will be reducing cost over time. And then there's getting things done. Not waiting for kit to warm up, not having waste at the end of the day, not keeping routes, runways or roads closed, waiting for things to cool or dry enables you to do more in the time window that you have. And technology transfers across from mass transit to highways to ports to airports. So it's what works on a road, works on a runway, works on a passageway. It's all connected. And surface repairs. Quick and easy to use means less time for operatives in the road. And for customers, a quicker response and fix to keep them safe from moving around. Easily handled materials that don't go off or cool down reduce waste, which in turn, along with not use energy for hot boxes, etc., that reduces carbon. As does having the confidence the repair or patch will be durable, not requiring a second visit or risking failure at the need to return. Today we'll showcase to you how MUN is bringing innovations to our sectors and to us as our customers. And through us, it brings innovation to our clients. I've picked out what I think are some of the key benefits for some of the sectors that MUN can bring. For airports, and I hadn't realised until recently, the short working windows and the cost of delay and disruption. And it made me think of lining and its importance for smooth, safe operations. So the importance of durability of lines, especially at airports, where many lines are run on directly by planes, better visibility for longer and in worse weather is a key requirement. And if you need to do less maintenance, you're driving out avoidable carbon, helping us all achieve net zero. And the similar applies for highways. We don't want operatives handling boiling materials, so cold applied brings safety to them. And faster application, particularly when doing repairs at junctions and high-speed roads. It avoids excess time in the road space, keeping operatives safer and reducing disruption to traffic. Cambridgeshire used a ME lining machine for small repairs, and like Reading, found they could react to small safety locations swiftly and have cut down the lead-in times to get small programmes of safety lining carried out. And it is all more cost effective as well as being more carbon effective. And using cold applied materials, you're getting at least the same life as older, perhaps now outdated hot methods, without the avoidable carbon, again helping us achieve net zero. And patches and small repairs. Those of you in utilities or close to highway authority street works and permitting teams know just how many small surface reinstatements utilities need to do, and the disruption to traffic and communities this can bring. Not to mention the reputational impact of a repair failing for both the highway authority and the utility. And going back to what I said about the public satisfaction, most of those utility works are on the unclassified network. They're on the roads everyone lives on. So good quality repairs there, that helps the utility, your utility company's perception from the public, but also helps drive public satisfaction for the local authority and quality of roads. And costs. A good first-time reinstatement avoids the time and cost of a second permit, organising a team to return to site, the TM, and the potential penalty fines you might receive. Now, I've picked that out for utility reinstatements, but the same applies for those urgent highway pothole repairs. Right first time saves time, cost, and carbon, and it builds your positive reputation with clients and customers. I picked on the benefits of innovation in lining just now for airports and highways. But again, the same applies to utilities. Being able to finish the job with preform lining avoids costs and gives the public that proper job look as soon as you leave site. So today we will see a lot of research and innovation by MUNSLOW that is now real in the form of the product, systems and kit that we can all use to reduce our costs, improve productivity, and most importantly, I think you know what I'm going to say, reduce our carbon. It will help us reduce our carbon in our asset management and our asset maintenance, making a significant contribution for us all to achieving net zero. Thank you.